Hello you guys, welcome back to Channel Claire. I hope that you're having a lovely day wherever you may be in this crazy world. Now today is Monday, it is recap day of the Real Housewives of New York. I keep on wanting to say New Jersey for whatever reason, but Real Housewives of New York. I believe this is episode 6, the reboot. From last week's, little sneak peek, it did look like this episode was going to be a good one. I have not watched yet, but I know that Erin's anniversary party is going to be happening, and I've been seeing a little tidbits on Twitter. It's hard not to get spoilers, but I haven't watched yet, so I'm about to sit down and do that. Again, loving the fashion. I actually started following the ladies on IG. I followed Sai, and she does a lot of like the Instagram influencer type stuff with the outfits and stuff, and she has some cute stuff, so I'll give her that. I follow, who else? I follow Jenna, and I think I followed Jenna because I saw that she liked Sai's Hello you guys, welcome back to Channel Claire. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you may be in this crazy world. So today it is reboot day of Real Housewives of New York City, the reboot, episode 6. I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's crazy how time flies. That means it's been on for about 6 weeks, a month and a half, and I'm just like, what is happening to time? I can't even. Anyway, August has gotten the hell up out of here. Like, this is like the last week. Then we got Labor Day. The kids are going back to school. Like, life just really is rocking and freaking rolling. And then next thing you know, it's Halloween and the year is over. It's over. It's a wrap. And we'll be on to 2024. How insane is that? And I don't even know how I got there, but we're watching the reboot of New York. It's going to be Erin's anniversary dinner, so I'm kind of really interested to see how that goes down. I did see from the sneak peek that Bryn was kind of being like overly flirty with Abe, and I believe that's Erin's man, and some people that could rub the wrong way, but some people like very friendly. But you want to make sure while you're being friendly, you're not overstepping any boundaries. And so it's going to be interesting to see. I think they're kind of getting into the drama a little bit more, which, I mean, my God, at episode 6, we need some meat and potatoes, please. So we might be getting that. So I'm going to set it up, I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to see how this episode goes. Episode 6, crazy. Already, Uba going into this jewelry shop in her black jacket. Like, I feel like when you live in New York, you can go out and just rock whatever and wear that. Like, when you live in the effing suburbs, people would look at you like you've literally lost your mind, in like high boots, a trench coat jacket, and like all your jewelry's big ass sunglasses. They'd be like, what the hell? But in life, I guess we really shouldn't care. And half the time, nobody's paying attention to you anyway. They're thinking about themselves. But in our minds, we think they're thinking about us. But I wish I could dress like these ladies. Damn. Like in the jewelry store. We've got Bryn. Bryn is wearing neon blue thigh highs and a ball cap. Okay, girl. I'm peeping all the outfits. And she's wearing another fur. I don't know if it's a fur that we've seen before, but it's another fur. And she's trying to go figure out what she's going to be wearing for Erin's anniversary dinner. Meeting up with Giselle, fashion queen herself. That is a great buddy to bring along if you're going to do this. What was it? Corinna Bazat? Oh, wow. It seems like it's a showroom, somebody's showroom where they have like a bunch of stuff.
Oh, really? Yeah. Like, do you want to be the bride? Yeah, no. No, then I'm running away from the overshadow already.
You cannot overshadow the bride.
None of my engagements worked out because I wasn't ready.
She's been engaged 3 times. She said none of them worked out because she wasn't ready. Wow. So I guess like she accepted the engagement, right? Like they proposed because she was engaged 3 times, and then somewhere along the way she decided, And I guess in a way that's better. At least like you stop it before you go forward and actually spend all that money on a wedding and walk down the aisle and do all that. You just are like, I bow out. But 3 times the guy wasn't right, so she's looking for something. She wants something, and she feels like these guys aren't quite cutting it. But then she's super outwardly flirty and likes to be outwardly flirty with other people's men. I did see some people online saying that like her personality being like that could be from like her childhood and how she was brought up and how her parents just left her to kind of like be whatever, be with her grandparents and just abandoned her. So when that happens, you do want that attention. I completely get that. Like, I completely get that. So I can see that happening, and I have sympathy for that there. I just kind of don't like when she's doing it to other people's men, like her friends who are married. Like, it's okay to like joke a little bit, but if you keep doing it, that could be a problem. But we'll see. Well, she says that, it's easier just to say yes because you look into their eyes, it's very difficult to say no. And I'm sitting here thinking like, oh my gosh, she's so fucking right, because what if they do it in some public setting and you aren't feeling it? You have to say no, but then that makes me think, maybe they don't know you. Maybe they aren't reading the signs. Maybe they aren't in tune with the relationship, because why would you propose to somebody who even has a thought of saying no, right? Like, don't you have those conversations and talk about it? And I think that's how it works, but I've never been married, so I don't know these things. But I think she's right about that. It's super hard to like look in someone's eyes after they've done all this stuff and be like, no, thank you.
I mean, you're
so this Jacobs and Co.
We'll make sure that you
where Uba and Aaron are, they're renting out stuff. $600,000 diamond glove. Oh my gosh. Okay, they're at this place called Jacobs and Co. Never heard of it because it's way above my tax bracket, but my god, the stuff that is in here, they just showed this glove. A literal glove that looked like it was lace, but that joint was diamonds, like one of like those half gloves. $600,000. A little purse, like a little, little cutesy little purse that had like a chain, and then $240,000. Like, and Uba has this hookup and met him at some Prince Albert's whatever charity function, and her and this guy with Jacobs and Co. have been friends ever since, and now Erin's getting the hookup with all these jewels for her anniversary party. Talk about a good friend. Oh my god, like this stuff is every single
I don't think so.
How much are
$224,000.
I'm loving Uber right now for bringing me.
Imagine wearing a home on your fucking ear.
At your anniversary party, wouldn't believe
What?
it, but it's Uber. I have how much here?
220,000.
220,000, 224.
I already felt
She's wearing $500,000 bucks,
2.5.
or $2.5 million bucks. Like, this is money. This is money. To even be able to walk up and do something like that, where they show you that shit, that's a pretty black dress on brand. They're with the stylist. Is that black or is that green?
There's like a lot of like.
But my mind was just blown with those diamonds. Like, more than a car, more than a house. And it's just sitting there, like, wow. Wealth. So I love Giselle being the little shady boots that she is, bringing the drama, bringing the tea. Because she goes, so Bryn, did you look at Aaron's invite closely? And she's like, what do you mean? Is there a penis on it or something? You know, being Bryn. And Giselle's like, no. Like, on the bottom, there was a lot of sponsors. And I'm just like, well, my gosh. That is what rich people do. They can throw these big ass lavish parties and then have other people pay for it. Like, simply to be at their fucking party. The life some people live, like, is truly insane. But I guess Giselle is about to have an issue with it. But I remember, like, a lot of people, like, Sonia Morgan was famous for having her parties sponsored because people were always like, oh, Sonia, you're having all these money issues, yet you're always having a party here, a party there, a party here. And she's like, they're sponsored. They're donated. Like, so, like, that's a thing that they do in high society is, like, they have these sponsored parties. And it's so way above. Like, what the fuck? And they're so shady together, talking about we recognize none of the brands. And I mean, they did zoom in, and I recognize really none of the brands either. And she's like, it reads like Coachella, like, brought to you by, like, the Aaron and Abe's engagement party, brought to you by XYZ, like, all these lists of freaking people, like, a long list. And I guess you have to do that because they're giving you their services for free. So it's shameful. They're letting you know up front. They're not trying to be secretive about it. They're letting you know up front. We got this from here and this from here and that from there. I mean, what's wrong with that? I don't know. I guess we're about to find out what's wrong with that. LOL. She was like, am I gonna have to pay for bottle service when I walk up in here because everything is sponsored? They ain't trying to come out of pocket for anything. So we're likely gonna have a cash bar. We'll see. So we don't know what's gonna be expected. And it's just interesting that she's getting dressed up in all these lavish jewels, and then the party is hella sponsored. And so Brennan kind of made a shady remark, well, like, what do I know? I don't have a house in the Hamptons. So, counting pockets a little bit, but we'll see what the issue truly is. But I see that Giselle really is stepping in as that person who is, there's always one. Like on Potomac, it's Giselle. She kind of runs things, set the tone, you know, stirs the pot. So I think that Giselle's going to be that for New York. I cannot be going into episode 6 and they're still talking about this cackling hags situation between Aaron and Giselle. We cannot be on, like, I'm glad that I've seen sneak peek that we're going to get more, but they've really got to let this go. They've got to let it go. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth the airtime. Production, why are you letting this linger? Please, let's move on. Ooh. Oh my goodness. So they're trying to make Aaron the villain because Giselle was like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm ready to move on from this. Versus Aaron, like, well, she did kind of say I wasn't for women and da da da. So Aaron hasn't been, like, moved on from this. Giselle is saying pretty much that she's had an issue with you, Ben. She's had an issue with Sai. She's had an issue with Jenna. She's had an issue with me. The common denominator is Aaron. And remember, there was an issue, I believe Sai was saying that she has mutual friends with Aaron, and Aaron had issues with them too. So is Aaron the drama? Is Aaron the problem? It seems like she is. But that is a lot of people to have beef with. A lot. But we'll see. So not only is Jenna in the fashion world, she's also in the interior design world. So she left J. Crew, and now they're sitting and they're doing kind of a sit down with one of her clients, Emily, and I guess she's an actor. She does kind of look familiar, but I'm not sure who she is. Emily something. Maybe she looks familiar. Anyway, she bought this cottage and she's having Jenna doing the interior design for it because Jenna got to renovate a brownstone, a whole fucking brownstone in New York City. These women, I will say, the original ladies worked. Like, they did work. Ramona had her own thing going on. Carol had her own thing going on. She was a writer, author. I think Ramona had, her True Faith, her jewelry, her skincare. Bethany obviously worked. Luann, I don't think Luann worked. I think they had the Spanx lady on there. Cindy, she worked. So, I mean, they did, but, like, I feel like it's different what these women are doing as work. Because maybe it's more of stuff that I'm interested in, like fashion, design, like interior, all those things, like being online and doing your little blogs and fashion, social media and stuff like that. Everything that like I aspire to do. So it is really cool to see this inside look of these women being successful and making hella bags, Maybe one day. So is this the hubby? Abe. 12 years, 10 years married. So they dated 2 years. That is a high slick girl. Oh my gosh. She's rocking the fuck out of it, but that is a high ass slit. I wish I could. So 12 years, 10 dating, 10 married, and 2 dating. Wow.
What's this dream catcher? It's just the tequila, exotic margarita.
That's not like a milestone wedding anniversary. I guess any year you make it is a milestone, but
Coming to the Upper East.
I just don't really like going above canal. But for you,
he's interesting looking. I wouldn't say he's
And you were pissed.
good looking. He's interesting looking.
and you made me come close to your apartment.
If I catered to you, there would have been no second date.
Probably not.
Now I do.
I'm trying to see if I feel any chemistry between the two of them.
The party is coming up. We need to like send the running show to Rachel because our friends want to make these speeches.
We have to tell them to like limit the
2 minutes.
But I'm nervous about
I'm nervous.
now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, marriages on reality TV shows are so freaking hard because people are going to have any and everything to say about it, try to tear you down. Oftentimes the marriages don't last. And we have quite a few ladies on this show that are married, that are introducing their relationships and everything. We have them married. Sai, married. Giselle, married. There are only 3 who are single. And 3 who are married. Right? That's 3. Giselle, Sai, and Aaron. So 3 and 3. Statistics will tell you, and the track record will tell you that somebody's not gonna make it. And I'm not wishing on nobody's downfall, but marriage is hard. It is hard. And then when you like go and you watch yourself on TV, then you start thinking all types of things, and everybody's saying this to you and that to you. So I don't know, but that's an achievement. 12 years is a long ass time, a very long time.
Like I think we would.
And she's so right. It's so important to be friends. Oh my god. Because at the end of the day, like, you still want to like the person. Even when you have beef,
Not to be a pain.
you still want to like them as a person. And it's so much easier when it starts from a friendship level. Ooh, those oysters look so good.
Oh, I want a big rock too.
You want a big rock?
I do actually.
Oh, she was like, oh, I want a big rock actually. And he was like, oh, you want a big rock? And pulls out a massive fucking rock. That thing is huge.
No, I couldn't not get you a sick ring.
Oh my gosh. That thing over oysters. That ring is insane. He said it was pricey, but she deserves it. Wow. You better go home and rock something else. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. That was cool. Okay, hold up. They're doing a. Hold up. Pause. So you know how right before commercial they go to, like, they do a little sneak peek of what's going to happen next, right? First off, why is Bryn showing up to a wedding anniversary in white? I know it's not a wedding, but it's a wedding anniversary, and that's still a bride's color. Like, it looked like Erin was in, like, a silvery whatever. But still, you get the point, right? And then why is she all like, oh my God, Abe, and like running all up to him and like hugging and hanging all on him and shit? That is not your man. And I know for a fact y'all ain't known each other for that long. So why are you that comfortable? Like, and a lot of people like to pass it off as Bryn's like fun-loving attitude. She's just flirty and fun and this, that, and the other. But at what point does it get to be a little too much? I mean, we all have issues. We all have childhood trauma and everything like that. But are you going to go and hang on your friend's man at their anniversary party and show up wearing white? I don't know. I'm just asking a question. I love how, okay, so they're to Giselle and Pavitt. I believe that's how you say his name, Giselle's husband. And she has to call him because the kids are sleeping. And I just could not even imagine. That's how I know I'm not ready for kids. Like, I can't. Because the slightest sound, move, anything, they done woke up and everything's, I'm not ready. I'm so not ready. But they're like narrowing it down for their kids to go to preschool. An in-person meeting. Prepping. What the fuck are you prepping for?
I love this one because it is international.
An international. The kids are 2.
Sao Paulo, Hong Kong.
Sao Paulo, Hong Kong.
No, I get that, but like.
So she's saying, like, so if they were to be traveling to any of those other places, they could just have their kids go to that school? That's some rich people shit.
Imagine, like, our kids could speak Mandarin.
But at the same time, they can't even barely speak English right now.
Exactly. The fuck?
And then the
They're
second
2.
one is a Montessori, which is actually kind of cool because celebrities, tech entrepreneurs.
She said celebrities,
it's like very,
tech
very
entrepreneurs, like, so it's high profile. Oh my
We keep
gosh.
joking about this stuff, but like we have to get this stuff in. So
I get it, but they're so young right now.
I think
They're
we need to,
so
like,
young, like,
see-
get a nanny. Like, do they go to school at 2? This is how I also know. Like, I don't know when kids do anything. 62,000.
Look, they give material.
First of all, they have twins, right? So that's not one child. That's double. Over $62,000 for preschool. For fucking materials, snacks, and trips. $62,000. That is somebody's motherfucking salary in a goddamn year. I have to take these lashes off. Oh my God, I have to take them off. It has to go. That is somebody's salary. 62. And then it's 2 kids. Like, the wealth, I don't know if it's envy or disgust. Like, I'm self-aware enough that it could be envy because, like, my God, people say, you know, money doesn't make you happy, but goddamn money could help a lot of problems. But it also, more money, more problems, they say. So I don't know. I would just want enough to be comfortable. I don't need no fucking excess or nothing, but 62, like, but they say once you get to that point, it's all relative. Whatever that means. You do get an iPad and an Apple Mac when you join the school.
That's ridiculous.
But
I mean,
what the
it's
fuck?
what it is, puppet. Like,
And there's multiples of
something
kids
really
paying them $62,000.
now, and imagine, like, you know, Tom Cruise sent his kid here. I mean,
Tom Cruise. So little Surrey went to the school. That's why it's $62,000 fucking dollars, because Surrey Cruise went to this school. I'm done.
Best for everything, or best cheapest for everything. But you cannot get the best if you're cheap.
Oh my
Oh my God,
god.
they're asking for boards and organizations.
You have to be on boards and organizations to get into this school. So the parents have to interview and do all this, like,
What do you mean?
a statement.
Parents' thoughts about their child.
Oh my God. Which one are you doing?
I'm being real right now.
Oh my god. You have to give your thoughts on the
Socially inept, is that a word?
Is enough a negative?
Oh my god. I'm so not ready. I'm so not ready.
Socially,
They seem to have like a fun, banterish relationship though, Giselle and Pavitt, her husband. They're cool. They're cool. I see friends. I do. So now we're going into Sai, her man, and her kids. How many kids does she have?
you gotta
2, 3?
You gotta be joking. This is why I don't like anything in here. No.
Uh-oh. I'm getting in
I
trouble.
got very lucky with David. He's always there for his kids.
David
Watching
is
him
her
as a father,
husband.
I'm amazed. I'm actually
I have that
jealous
same
of
carpet cleaner,
a father like
and it
that.
works
He is
wonders,
a love
literally
and
wonders.
care for his
Like,
children.
I spilt red wine on my fuzzy carpet in my bedroom. Red wine. Big spill. Got it up. Like, kid you not, I was so shocked. But yeah, I had that same one.
He's difficult, working.
But I remember him from the other episode when he was telling the girls to, like, kind of calm down and back up off of Giselle because of, like, whatever she may be going through with, like, having been pregnant and everything in her body. So I'm biased on him already.
I just feel like I just had a million events, including Jessel's event. And apparently Jessel and
So in the scene where, like, so David and Sai are, like, talking whatnot, and she's telling her husband about, like, Giselle and Aaron and how they were getting into it, and Giselle was getting upset because Aaron was saying that she's pampered and this and the other, and Chris, yet again, very understanding, like, mediator, is very, like, in tune with, like, Giselle and what she could be going through, because he's like, look, if I were taking care of twins and starting back to work, I would feel a type of way too when someone's calling me pampered. That's a lot of stuff that she has going on. So he's very in tune with, like, Giselle and, like, sticking up with her and, like, kind of having that reminder.
You're right.
And so Giselle is just like, you're
The
right.
ladies come to you to discuss feelings. You have many strong suits, but a counselor is not one of them.
Interesting. He said he finds it funny that the ladies come to her to discuss feelings because, like, she has a lot of great things about her, but being a counselor isn't one. So it seems like they may have, like, opposites attract type of relationship. Like, he's more like feelings and she's more like, let's get things done, like, move this along, like, and that works. So let's see. There, she says because of her upbringing, like, she tends to be, like, harder on people or not, you know, as empathetic is what she said. Because she's had to make shit work for herself. She's not like that woe is me type of character. She's not about to start crying because someone called her pampered. Like, but her husband has to remind her of, like, other ways, I guess. But, like, even still, Giselle and Aaron really just were not listening to each other. They really weren't. Oh Lord. So she was like, yeah, like most of the times I'm not listening. And he was like, wow, that's amazing. So when someone's trying to open up to you, you know, emotionally and talk about their feelings, you just ignoring them. And she starts laughing like, yeah. And he's like, wow, your husband must be so lucky. Oh God. Like, it happens like on every franchise. It truly does. Like, and he's just like, but I don't like when a husband will intentionally go out of their way to kind of like make you look a type of way when they don't have to.
Sometimes I wish he would just agree with me and just shut up. Oh,
Exactly. That would be annoying. Okay, so Sai is like, you know, sometimes I wish he would just shut up. Like, he does help me see things from a different perspective, and that's great. But sometimes I wish he would just shut up and agree with me. Like, it's great to have differences of opinion. Wonderful. You don't want someone who's a yes man, yes man, yes man. But like when it's everything and it's all the time, that's when it gets to be like, it's a little rough here. Like, I completely get it. I completely get it. And I honestly think I'm like halfway through the episode at this point. Sorry. I'm only halfway through at this point. And I've really been enjoying this a lot. And I like how they're kind of focusing in on their like everyday lives. I missed that on the OG shows. We didn't get like what was kind of happening in their individual lives, what they were doing on their normal day-to-day type thing. It was like right into the drama. Okay, we're gonna go right into a dinner scene, we're gonna go right into a trip, we're gonna go right, you know, like not that everyday's relatable type stuff. So I do enjoy seeing like the minutia, whatever the fuck they say. I think that's the word. Just the in-between things that normal, typical people do. Sit at home after work, coming home, having a glass of wine, and talking to your husband. I don't know the last time I've seen something like that on a Housewives show or on the like OG New York. Like, I don't know. That's just me. So everybody's kind of like getting ready in their prospective little homes or whatever. Uba calls and says she's not coming because she got dang on COVID, which is interesting because that shit is apparently going back around. Like, 2 people did not come to work today. And I was like, what is going, like, I literally don't have time. I literally don't have time. So everybody's getting ready. Giselle and Pavitt had a cute little scene where they were getting ready together, and Pavitt brought in some wine and well, actually I think it was like champagne or whatnot, and she was like, oh, this like either has a lot of hairspray in it or like this is just really bad wine. And he was like, you think I brought out the good stuff on you? So like, and she laughed. Like, they have a cute little banter relationship. I think I'm liking what's her face, Abe and Aaron. I like them. I think they're cute. The only ones I'm kind of like right now is Sai, and I think his name is David. But we'll see as the seasons go on and everything. I definitely like, this is a hard job to do, so like it's crazy that like I think it takes balls to like open your life up and for the world to see, like, wow, you know. So it's all very interesting, and they're keeping me intrigued, and this is hard to do. From literally, this is season 14, an established literal franchise, New York, to come out and have a new season and people are fucking digging it with people we had no clue about, really, besides like Jenna Lyons. They're doing the damn thing, so I commend them. So Erin's dress, stunning. Absolutely love it. It's like this silvery, like really slinky silver dress. I think the theme is silver, possibly. or if other people are wearing other colors. But that was super cute. I liked that. So they're at their venue, which is massive money. I wonder if that's sponsored.
Wearing like armor. Dad has a girlfriend. Great. At least she's of age.
Oh my gosh.
This is just.
Her dad looks like somebody really familiar. Erin's dad. I don't know why. Okay, so the jewelry is showing up via like hand carried security to bring her the earrings. Literally $225,000 plus a bracelet that was around the same amount. And I wonder if the security guard has to stay with her all night while she wears this jewelry. Like, oh my God. Nice to meet you. Yeah, he's gonna be lurking around, so like he has to stay there while she wears these jewels because they cost more than an effing house in some places. Like crazy. LOL. Okay, so Bryn shows up. She says she's looking like the stepmom from Parent Trap in like her black glasses and fur coat and her drink in her hand and her all freaking white. Oh my gosh. We're gonna see how this goes. She might have done a little pregame before. Who wouldn't? Who would not? Oh God, Bryn is trying to hit on Erin's dad. She said the place is crawling in dudes. Giselle looks pretty in her purple ensemble. So Giselle and Pavitt have shown up. Why did he have a blank face? Like, Erin's dad asked how long they had been married, and Pavitt's face literally went blank, and she was like, 2014. He was like, God damn, that long. Oh, they're cute. They're cute. So we have both Jenna and Sai showing up. Sai has a flawless freaking bob going on. Flawless. Love it. I wonder if that's her hair. I can't see if it's like a piece, but it's beautiful. So David is not coming, her husband, because why?
Like a total weirdo.
I'm trying to figure out why. But I think it's really sweet that they're doing this, Erin and Abe, because they got married. They only knew each other a year and a half, and they didn't say vows. So they're saying vows this time around because at this point, it's been over 10 years. So I'm sure they have a lot more to say and a lot more history and just like, oh my God. But Jenna's kind of like poking fun, saying, so you didn't know each other because Abe was like, oh, we weren't ready to make those vows. And he was like, oh, well, you were ready to commit your life to somebody, but you weren't ready to say like vows. But I kind of get it-ish. They were probably, like he said, young, and you're just in the moment of it all. Of course, I don't know how they got married, but it's cute to be able to have that moment back then and come up and you have your kids and you've had all these years together that you've spent and then come together and to renew those vows. I've always thought that that was such a beautiful concept and ceremony to like recommit yourself to somebody, because it's a choice every day, to be with somebody. So I always love stuff like this.
I'm sorry.
So the babysitter is sick, so David couldn't come. But she was like, he didn't really care anything anyway. Like, I'm kind of good off of that.
I think I'm a little bored. How do I like to entertain myself?
We'll see. We will just wait and see. Okay, so Bryn is like coming up to Abe, hugging all on him, and is like, once you're ready to get divorced, I'm single, so, And so I'm just wondering if you guys were in that same situation, would you be okay with it, or would you pass it off as your friend just being their typical personable, you know, flirty selves, and there's no harm, no foul, and it's whatever? Is it too much? Is it just her personality? Like, I really want to know. I'm trying not to be too like hard on the ladies, because this is brand new to them, and it is interesting me. So, but it's just, I'm picking up on a little bit of stuff. I'm just interested what you would think, how you would feel.
After the 20-year anniversary.
20 years. Okay, another 10 years.
Yeah, that's what we.
And then you're gonna wife.
He was like, what about after the 20-year anniversary? And then she presses the issue saying, well, if you didn't say vows, that means you're technically not married. So, I mean, that first little cute little ha 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 key is fine. Left it at that. But like, why are you still, like, after he said, you know, maybe in another 10 years, let's talk, you then go ahead and say and proceed with the conversation. Like, it's a little too much, especially at an anniversary celebration.
I said a whole list of obligations.
Right. Giselle is like, she's trying to break through. She's relentless. She is relentless. What? And Giselle is like laughing awkwardly. And then Bryn goes, well, actually, it's not you I'm interested in. It's Aaron's dad. Honey. Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. So, this is Sai, Giselle, and Jenna sitting over by the bar. And so, everyone keeps saying there's like all these guys here at this thing tonight. And so I believe it was Sai, like, would you, ever do with a guy again? And she was like, yeah, I would if it was the right one. And then she goes into telling the ladies how she's now single. And they're like, wait, what? Now, mind you, she didn't feel comfortable telling the ladies who she was dating. But now maybe she's feeling more comfortable. At this point, they're filming and she feels like she can open up more. So we're about to see what's going on with Jenna, because she says she's ready to mix and mingle. So she said it was for like a year and a half, and the person she was with was really not liking all this attention and whatnot. It just was not what they were expecting. So it wasn't, Jenna says it was mutual, but it sounds like the chick was like, this is too much for me. I'm out. I am out. So they're being really understanding and supportive. Oh. And then Giselle asked if Jenna want to have a threesome. So now they're about to start the vows. So I thought, but there's like all these people coming up and like speaking about the couple and everything like that, which is all nice and good and everything. But nobody really cares about all that. Like, we care about the couple and y'all speaking. Like, what do y'all have to say to each other? This could have been like, write a little note in a little memory book, or like put a little note and stick it in a box, and you can put it into an album or something later and look through it all. But the main focus should be like the couple, like Aaron and Abe. Their vows, have a literally beautiful party in this beautiful, gorgeous event. The thing is massive. I think Bryn was saying it could have been like a bank or something, but it's huge, wherever it is. Have your DJ, have your party, and do all that. But like, I hope this, with the people talking, didn't go on too long, because no. Oh my. What? Who's arguing? Okay, so Aaron's sister walks up to the ladies, and honestly, from what I was seeing right here, they weren't arguing. right? Were they talking shit a little bit? Yes, because like these people were going on and on and on and talking, which like I don't know why you have this as anyway. So they were like, "Oh, is Nobu closed?" Like, "Oh." And they were like, "Oh, the kitchen closes at 10." And then the sister comes around. Aaron's sister is like, "Oh, you know, we're like at their engagement and like you guys are arguing." And they're like, "Blah, blah, blah, blah. We're not even arguing." And I swear I did not see them arguing. So like her eyes must have been laser focused in on them. And she was super fucking focused on what the hell was going on with them and not what was going on with the people reading vows to everybody for no reason because it was boring, as the ladies were saying. And comes over and tries to confront them over something that was not even happening. Was not even happening. Yeah, like everybody's talking. It's not just them who's talking. She's like, "Oh, it's my sister though. It's my sister." But like everybody around them is having conversation. Like it's just too much. And then the mom is coming up and is telling them that they're not allowed to talk and they need to pay attention. So both the mom and the sister came up to only them, even though in the background you can see all these other people fucking talking. They were laser focused. They were like, "We want you guys to see this." Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. But of course you have to respect it because you're at this event. But finally the moment we've all been waiting for. They've been married 10 years. Okay, so that is a milestone. I thought it was 12. Okay, shh. Ooh! I knew that was going to happen. She shushed them because literally I was shushing because y'all just got told off for fucking talking in the middle of the random people doing their vows. You think you ain't gonna get told off for talking in the middle of them two doing vows? And I don't even know who it was that was talking. I feel like it was in that moment, it might have been Giselle, but I couldn't really see. And then Aaron says shh on the mic. It's gonna be a problem. Oh my God. And then Bryn's like, "Oh, did she just say Abe's single now?" Like, not letting it go. So they're all kikiing in the background as this girl is saying her vows. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be an issue. She's like, "That's what I heard. Did anyone else hear that?"
But mostly for the coffee that you leave on my nightstand. Let's celebrate everyone.
I mean, 10 years and those were the... I mean, okay.
I really hope we're done.
Okay, so now Aaron's vows. Well, Abe's vows to Aaron.
I love the Dead. I love their lyrics for random things like wedding vows because they make sense. The moment I met you, it feels like we've been connected through the universe, through time, space. I told my parents the next morning when after meeting that I met the girl I'm going to marry.
Oh, that's sweet. He said he told his parents the day after he met her that he was going to marry her. Very sweet. Very, very sweet.
I will always be your rock when the sea of life gets stormy. I will continue to keep you satisfied emotionally and definitely physically.
Oh! This is cute. Why did they put the camera on Pavitt? Because he was like, Abe was like, "I will keep you satisfied emotionally and definitely physically." And the cameraman goes over to Pavitt, who is looking all uncomfortable, who hasn't had sex in a year and a half. Shady. Shady.
My soulmate.
So they both said their vows. Very sweet, very cute. But literally, they could have cut out that first bit and got weird and danced the entirety of the night and used that space for a lot of other things. So the ladies are getting down on the dance floor, getting it, This has been a good episode. This has been a very good episode. Oh my God, there's no food here.
I'm a pescatarian.
There's literally only pigs in a blanket. See, that's the thing though. I would be irritated too if you have an event like this for hours. Did that lady's hair just catch on fire? Oh my God. It did. Oh my God. I knew my eyes weren't tripping. Her hair literally caught the fuck on fire. Anyway, her literal hair caught on fire. Anyway, people are fucking hungry. You got an hours-long event where literally you're standing and drinking and listening to people talk, and there's no food but pigs in a blanket. I would be trying to go to Nobu too and trying to figure out what time, because that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Just because y'all don't eat don't mean that, you know, everybody else don't eat. That's a lot. That's a lot. So Erin changes into her second outfit and they all like go to the photo booth. And Erin's like, "Oh, did Sai leave?" And they're all like, "Yeah." And so now Erin is upset because Sai literally left while she was changing and did not say bye, which is something that Sai had just said was rude that Jenna had done up at the Hamptons' house, at Erin's house. So now, a la beef with Sai and Erin. Oh gosh. So overall, I would say that it was a cute little episode. I liked it a lot. I'm looking forward to next week. Of course, it cut off because I'm watching on Peacock, so I don't even know what's going to happen next week. So I'll be surprised. But I thought it was a nice episode. I think the drama is there. I think that they're definitely building a foundation for some good stuff to come. We're seeing the characters come together. We're seeing the groups and friendships come together. Getting more into the relationships. I think it's going to be good. That's season 6. So I hope that you guys are having a great evening. Enjoy yourselves wherever you are. And I will see you in another video. Bye, guys.